Hi guys, so here it is, the big reveal of my new army. 2,250 points, built, painted and everything. 27 days, so it's took me from the 14th of February to the 12th of March because I finished them last night. So yeah, here we go. But before I show you them, I just want to show you a very quick shout out to Winter's SEO. First saw the army there, fell in love with them. I love the blokes bat reps, so please give them a quick like, subscribe. Does some really good quality bat reps as well. Quite a funny guy as well. So without further ado, I present to you my new army. Right guys, here it is, 2,250 points of Admech, Mechanicum, Adeptus, Mechanicus. The rules for these are in Horus Heresy Book 3. They're all Forge World models apart from the Imperial Knight, standard Games Workshop model. And I've got to say, 27 days, I've piled my time into them and I've loved every single second of them. So I'm just going to show you around the army and talk about some of the rules and everything. Now you have to forgive us, I don't have too much space. And I'll talk you through some of the rules. These guys here, Ad Secularis Covenant, the basic standard troops, and they come in two forms. I actually bought the models with Mitra locks. Didn't read too much into the rules before I bought them. Kind of wish I'd looked at things a bit closer. Just to give you a quick overview then, they're 35 points for 10. You can upgrade them to up to 20 models at 3 points a model. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 2, strength 4, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 2, 1 attack, leadership 7, 5 up save. You can upgrade them with a whole host of things. Frag grenades, you can give them induction charges if they have las locks. Mitra locks are strength range 8, strength 4, AP 6 shred. However, the las lock is range 18. So obviously you can give them assault 2 instead of assault 1. And take a few other things as well, then take Carapace Arm, which gives them 4 save instead. And you can give them Right to Pure Thought, which makes them fearless, but then they can't fire Overwatch or make sweeping advances. So that's your basic troops. We do have Feel No Pain of 6 up as well. Moving across here, we have Myrmidon Secutors. Now I do have 2 squads of 3. Myrmidon Secutors are weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 5, strength 4, toughness 5, 2 wounds, initiative 2, 2 attacks, leadership 9, 3 up save. They each come with a lord or a sergeant equivalent which has an extra attack and leadership. You can take them in squads of up to 10. They do have a 5 up invuln, they have power axes, frag and crack grenades, and a few other things in there. They have an improviser which gives them night vision. They have fusillade attacks which allows you to shoot with 2 weapons. They are stubborn, bulky, relentless and have lumbering advance. The way I've taken it, in the pack from Forge World you get 1 with a graviton cannon or a grav gun, whatever they're called, and 1 with a phase plasma fusel and 1 with a bolter. So I bought 2, so I run 1 squad with plasmas, 1 with grav. And just to give you an idea as to the weapons, give me 2 seconds. So phase plasma fusel is range 24, strength 6, AP 3, salvo 2, 3. So that's 6 shots per guy. The maximum bolter is only range 12, but it's assault 3, so that's 6 shots from the bolter guys. Strength 4, AP 5. The graviton guns are range 18. Small blast, AP 4, concussive, haywire, and grav pulse, which is basically, I think you have to reroll failed cover saves against it, and the template stays on the board, and you have to take a strength test if you move through. I'm not sure exactly, like I said, still quite new to the rules and everything, but the template stays on the board and it counts as difficult terrain. Moving up And looking back, we have there the Thanator. The Thanator is a heavy support slot. Oh, sorry, the Secators are actually elites. The Thanator itself, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 4, strength and toughness 8, 4 wounds, initiative 2, 2 attacks, leadership 8, 2 up save. It has a 5 up in run against shooting attacks, 6 up in run in combat. It has a Helix plasma mortar, which is range 12 to 48, strength 8, AP 2, ordnance, barrage, large blast, plasma wave. That's what I'm thinking of. You have to re-roll failed successful cover saves against that weapon. If it moves, it can only shoot 12 to 24 inches. It has a cybernetic cortex, which means it has to be controlled, otherwise it can pretty much run around the field charging the nearest things. It does have, you have to re-roll poison wounds against them and re-roll fleshbane wounds against them as well. He's also got a twin-linked Mauler bolt cannon. I think that is strength 6, AP 3, heavy 3. That's pretty nice actually. They can take an enhanced targeting array, which puts them at ballistic skill 5 and then -1 to your opponent's cover. There's quite a few things in my army actually got that. He's pretty beastly though. He's 240 points. So yeah. Moving around here, the 3 that you see at the back there are Castellax. Let's have a look. Castellax are 85 points apiece. The centre one here has got the Mauler bolt cannon, which is strength 6, AP 3, heavy 3. That one's not twin linked obviously. I can take bolt guns or flamers on each arm as well. The 2 at the back have Darkfire cannons. Darkfire cannons are heavy 2, strength 7, AP 2, lance, blind, gets hot. So yeah, they're pretty nasty. They're actually classed as monstrous creatures as well. Again, they also have to have successful poison and fleshbane wounds rolled against them again. I should point out as well, the Thanator and them have reactive blast, which is basically if the last wound is taken off, they can blow up. They also have rage, shock charges, which basically gives their attacks concussive. They can also take the enhanced targeting array, and you can also give one paragon of metal, which basically means he doesn't have to be within range of this little guy to control. You can basically control him freely, but it means he doesn't score. In my test game, I made the unfortunate mistake of allowing this guy to die, which meant the Thanator and 2 Castellax basically charged around the field, and I couldn't really control them very much. Still quite interesting, quite hard to take down as well. They have a 3 up save, so yeah, they're pretty cool. Down here, these are Thalax. Actually, I should point out as well, the Castellax there at the back count as troops as well, so you can't take them as your compulsory troop. You have to take something else, but you can class them as troops. The Thalax here, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 4, strength and toughness 5, 3 wounds apiece, initiative 2, 2 attacks, leadership 8, 4 up save. They are jetpack infantry. And they come with a lightning gun each. Lightning gun is range 18, strength 7, AP 5, heavy 1, shred rending. I also give them the heavy chain blades, which give them +2 strength to the combats as well. So striking at strength 7 in combat is pretty lethal. They do have a 6 of feel no pain, I believe. They have a special rule called Jin Sight. It says the Jin Sight means that a Thalax reduces the benefits of any cover save its opponent has by 2. So a 4 becomes a 6 up, a 5 being ignored entirely, and so on. Additionally, infiltrators may not be set up within 24 inch of Thalax units regardless of line of sight. And I was discussing this with a friend as well. There's some models that allow you to infiltrate anywhere regardless, such as Illic Night Spear. I've read the rules on Illic, and I'm still a little bit unsure as to whether or not it could or could not deploy within an inch of them. So if anybody knows, please post it in the comments. I'd really like to know that. They can take augmentation, so they can gain Skyfire, they can gain Tank Hunter, or they can Deep Strike. Like I said though, they are jetpack infantry, so they're pretty nice at moving up, shooting and jumping out the way. In a unit of 3 you can take different weapons. You can take a multi-laser, you can take a phase plasma fusel, which the Myrmidons have, multi-melter, or my favourite, the photon thruster, which is the same as the Darkfire cannon the Castellax has, but it's only strength 6. So it's a strength 6, AP 2, heavy 2, lance blind, gets hot. So they're pretty interesting. And they do count as troops, and I run them as 2 3s, and each 3 I take 1 photon thruster. Moving down here, you might not be able to see him, sorry. The Magus Dominus. Actually, I should point out as well, this guy, I run him as, he's actually the Magus Dominus. And he's basically there to sit back and control the Thalax and Castellax, just so that they don't go rampaging off. The big guy is my Magus Prime, and I won't go into the stats too much. I mean, weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 5, strength 4, toughness 5, 3 wounds, initiative 3, 2 attacks, leadership 10, 2 up save, comes standard with a 4 up save, and a whole host of other things. And there's massive amounts of things that you can upgrade them with. I'm running them with a sword that gives them +1 strength, and I'm giving them a jetpack, and an Aviant, which gives him an extra wound as well, and a Cyber Familiar, which gives him +1 to his invuln, so he's actually got a 3-up invuln as well. I also give him 2 phase plasma fusils. Obviously the model doesn't reflect that, but unfortunately Forge World doesn't do that. But I'm pretty happy to proxy on that because of the wide range of upgrades that you can take. If he's your Warlord as well, you can take quite a lot of other stuff as well. I know that I won't go into all of them. There's absolutely loads depending on how you want to run them. I run them similar to a Myrmidon though. The upgrade for that's Myrmidax, which gives him fusillade attack, so he can shoot both weapons. Hatred everything, relentless, lumber and advance, and deathly aim, so he makes precision shots on a 5. So 6 shots from a phase plasma fusel at strength 6 AP 3 with precision shots means I could pretty much snipe out characters in most armies and take them out hopefully. So I've then got some little guys that I actually built myself. These are for Cyber Oculus. Now there isn't a model for the Cyber Oculus, but I custom built these out of loads of spare parts that I had. A couple of flames there, some shin pads off of Dreadnought, some servo skulls, and I basically used some guitar strings. You can probably see there. Sorry about the focus, there we go. Some guitar strings and everything on there as well. Cyber Oculus are quite interesting actually. Let me just get the page with the rules for them. They're 15 points each, but I think they're brilliant. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 2 and 3, strength 2, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 9, 3 up save. They do have quite a lot of special rules though. They are jetpack infantry, so they can move about quite quickly. They do have stealth, fearless, and a couple of other things as well. They do have a twin-linked las pistol. That's it. They have something called Warning Relay. I think that's to fire overwatchers and everything. Sorry, to fire at deep strikers. A Cyber Oculus confers the Interceptor special rule to all friendly models within the same detachment within 3 inches. I normally hang the Thanator and the 2 Castellax with Darkfires back with the small Magus there, so I'm tempted to leave 1 back with them just so that they can fire interceptor if needed. They also have auger sweep. Enemy units within 12 inches reduce their cover saves by 1 when fired at by units from the same detachment as a cyber Oculus. So, for example, the Thalax alone with the photon thrusters are already offering a -3 cover. You run a cyber Oculus up there as well, and Space Marine bikes, Eldar jet bikes, Tomb Blades, everything is not getting a jinx save against them. And being AP2, you can pretty much deny your opponent cover. Obviously, the enhanced targeting array on the Castellax, straight away that's a -1. -1 for the Darkfire cannon, and a cyber Oculus up there as well. Again, that's been pretty nasty. So they worked quite well for me in my test game that I did. One of them even secured me an objective and got me ascendancy, I think, or supremacy, whichever one is hold twice as many as your opponent. That one actually got me them as well. Now I'm just going to move my models around now to move on to the knight. And sorry about the lack of space, the desk is pretty messy, so I didn't get around to it. This is my knight. He is fully magnetised at the waist. Both arms are fully magnetised, and the gun is also fully magnetised. So again, I can swap the arms out left and right. I can have the thermal cannon or the battle cannon on there as well. The base, I quite enjoyed actually making the base. I got some ruins and I cut them at an angle, and I wanted to do quite a striking pose on the knight. I also got, Sean gave me the spare Revenant head that he got with his kit, so I painted that up in the scheme that I'm going to paint me Eldar up in. So yeah, I quite like that. So yeah, this knight, you can actually take him as part of the codex as well. He's a little bit different though, to how you would normally run a knight. I'm just going to go over the rules for him in a second. If I can place this, give me a second. There we go. So the one in the codex itself is a Questorus knight. So you can take the thermal cannon one, it's still 375 points, or you can take their version of the, I don't know which round the knights are, Paladin, Errant, I'm not sure, but you can take the one with the rapid fire battle cannon. Now, in the Imperial Knights Codex, the battle cannon is strength 8, I think it's AP3, and it's ordnance 2. The one in the Codex here, or the book rather, is strength 6, ordnance 3. So I can move him around depending on whether or not I'm fighting lower toughness models. For example, if I'm fighting Eldar, I might be tempted to take the strength 6 one, insta-kill a lot of stuff like Banshees, Scorpions, things like that, and possibly Dark Reapers. And strength 8 if I'm playing Marines probably, so I can insta-kill some Marines as well. But yeah, that is the Mechanicum army. I've seriously enjoyed playing it. I'm hoping to do 2 bat reps with it this weekend. Yeah, so if you like it, please comment. I am hoping to use the knight alongside my Blood Angels if needs be. The first fight I'm going to be using them against will be Tau, which is going to be quite interesting, I think, based on the fact that we're both quite shooty armies. The second game is going to be against Sean's Eldar, so we shall see what happens on both days. I'm also playing Sean with my Dark Eldar, so I'm going to back rep that one as well. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Stay tuned for more bat reps and obviously more updates with the Mechanicum. And like I said, the bat reps I'll be getting done this weekend. I'm hoping to get them up quite quickly after they're done as well. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys.